Hello, if you're watching this afterwards. The Sunday morning coffee all went wrong, so I've moved it over to here, but now I need to actually inform people to come here, so do bear with me. I may even learn how to trim, and I could trim this. Can't restart one, which is what's annoying, but let's find out. Post. Hello! Does this work? Is this working? I can see some of you there. I just need to get everyone over. How do I do that? Picture up. What? I don't understand why it's not working. Is it fine? Is it okay? Is the sound good? Testing, testing. Maybe. Hey, if you could post in, it would be helpful if you could send this link on the Baggy's Cave, Bad Squiddo Games and Twitter, just to save me having to pause it by a bit longer, because obviously it's past and I know you got stuff to do. I'm back! I'm back! I have no idea what was going on there. And you can't restart. It's like I can't refresh the stream. So there was nothing I could do. I was just there going, oh, my people. There's 10 of you back so far. That's a good amount to carry on. I'm going to carry on. Let me just move. I'll move that there. Sorry about that. I'm actually quite together today. I've got quite a lot of cool stuff to show you. So I don't know why the internet was doing its thing there. And it's probably still doing its thing if it starts again. What's up with you? What is up with you? Anyway, so I've got the new room, a new room, all the cool things. Oh yeah, can someone comment on the last video and then lead people to here so latecomers can find us as well? So yes, all the cool stuff. Mini photography area there and filming, which I will talk about in a moment. I was doing a lot of that yesterday. I'm working all this weekend, by the way, but I'm working in here for a change. Built terrain up there. As we get down to the bottom of that shelf, I've got a bunch of unpainted terrain. Those boxes. Ooh. Left, right. Those boxes there. Whee. They've got bits of like flock, unpainted terrain, all that sort of goodies in there, and that's just space. There's some drawers I got from the garage. I don't know if I'm going to use them or put them back in the garage yet. I need to figure out if I can find a use for them. Full out box has more terrain in it, and that is a box of goodies I was pondering doing a little unboxing with. That's some more terrain and flock that I got from North Star and Squiddo Games. So that's all that. That unit has more in it. That's more of the display cabinet stuff that's just too tall to go in the others. What we got here? This is things that may have a use. They're not sure yet. I had my garage redone. Sounds like I've got loads of money. I live in a rented place and my garage was rotting away. And after 4 years, they did finally come and fix the rot, which meant that I had to just clear a bit of the garage. So I brought a bunch of tubs in here to see if there's a home for them. So it's because I'm still in the sort of building the room stage. I'm not touching that screen, so it's not going to move anywhere. Yeah, these are a lot of empty, really useful boxes that are potentially going to stay here or might just go back in the garage and have another use. But it still means that I've got floor. Look at all the floor. Woo! Which is really good, and it's been wicked. Yeah, and then again, I can't tilt it, but I've got one of my lights assembled there. This desk is wicked because I've got it all set up now. So it's currently got my laptop. Well, my laptop doesn't normally live here, but because I'm working here all weekend it is. But it means the tablet can go up here on a raised bit. I can get the keyboard down here, all ergonomic loveliness. And there's loads of space to put all of the hobby stuff. So I've been actually hobbying. So that would be a nice point to get to. So I was gifted this about 10 years ago from my friend Ed, and on the condition that I paint it. And though I haven't painted it and it's been 10 years, I didn't rehome it either. And I don't have much of a hobby stash. I'm quite shrewd with all that. But this has survived the whole time. So I've started painting it. Show you it there. So I've mostly just base coated and put a wash on. Oh yeah, squeaky chair, sorry about that. So look at that. So it's not finished, but I don't think it's got tons left. It's just obviously some more highlights. I'm gonna tuft the heck out of it. Yay, Brian came. Yay. And yeah, just put a few more tufts, highlights. I love the exposed brick at the back. It's a really nice little detail. So apparently from Twitter, it is a Snapdragon piece, which is a company that went out of production many years ago. So it's rare as well. It's one solid lump. It's resin, but there's something else going on in there. I don't know what, but it's the bottom of it. But it's yes, it's another Brian. It's heavy and it's awesome, and it's in one just chunk, no mold lines or anything. Well, there's like, oh no, that's not one. That's a crack. Yeah, there's one absolutely minuscule mold line under there, so I've no idea how they made this amazing thing. But yeah, I've actually been doing hobby. That's the news. Woohoo! Because now it's set up, I can just come along, do a little bit. I've been doing some hobby hangs with some friends as well, just on stream here, and again, it's all set up. So previously it was in the kitchen, I was having to sort of get it back out and put it away, and not wanting to get anything all kitcheny. So that's living there at the moment. So again, don't have to put it away; it just goes to the back. What else? I've got lots of news. I'm glad a chunk of people have found us. Even Lil found us. Even Lil's found us. So we're not on the original link. I bet you watched the first one though. I went, what? Hang on, let me have a sip. I definitely need the coffee now. It is coffee with a little bit of chocolate in. Katie, you were in my dream. I can't remember how, but seeing your names just made me go, oh yes, there's some sort of adventure. So right, where we got? New room. Annie's been hobbying. Annie's been working in the hobby room. I haven't got my glasses on for some reason, but they're staying off. I think because I've got a headache, it means it's easier for me to go, and my eyesight's short sighted, so I can see you all here fine. Yes, Katie, you and Jade seem to make it into my dreams on motorbikes every now and again. There'll be some sort of motorbike shenanigan. So I think it was to do with that, and Ramstein, but anyway. Right, what we got? What a start. So I've been doing lots of little hacks to make everything better, but we've done enough Annie. I'll do a bit of Bad Squiddo to start. I haven't got notes. What's happening in Bad Squiddo? I've been off a large amount of this week. I've been having some bad mental health, which I'm glad is a bit better now, because that whole thing would have absolutely been the end of everything. So I'm trying not to squeak now. Don't squeak, chair. Oil it. So yeah, I've had a very bad week and not been in work very much, but somehow again I managed to do some things. So again, if I was too bad, I wouldn't have done the stream. And I was very manic yesterday just to make up for it. So I mean, lots done, and there are some very fun videos that will be coming out, of course. So I also got just my routine disrupted. So because I had Garage Man, and then what was the other thing? Had a doctor's appointment. Very boring vlog. But yeah, that sort of disrupted some stuff, and then my brain just went into an absolute meltdown. But yeah, it's okay at the moment, but I'm a bit unsure. It's in the scary zone of is it just gonna like get back together? Because I've been doing very well at catching up. You know, I'm always talking about being really busy and having just trillion Squiddo things, but I have actually been catching up, and then I'll get thrown by having like a week where I'm not good, and I'm like, I was so close. But I still feel like on the whole, I'm getting there, and stuff like having this room is good. It's obviously sad that Andy's gone. But on the bonus, I've managed to turn it into a plus. And yeah, trialing this room out and hoping that it pays for itself. Buy all the content. So what else? Oh, we got Garage Man, worst superhero, yeah. So this room's sorted. I've got the new little label printer that's very cool. I could show you the label printer in use if you want. If you want to be excited by something, this will get you going. Let me get the app out. All right, this will make up for all the disruption. So this is a label printer, a Bluetooth one. It's entirely unnecessary, but it's fun. So you got the app. Go in the app. Type. What are we going to type? Type my name. Let's do a thing. Be worth it, don't worry. You get the font, choose the font, do the thing on there. Oh, turn that on. Ooh. I haven't labelled the label printer, what a fool. In fact, that's what I'll do, not an Annie one. Wise. Label printer. Oh, ooh. I know I'm doing it off screen, so it's not as fun, but I'll show you the printing. That's what's going to be exciting. Label printer. Right, connect the thing. Yeah. So if ever you're on the go and think, oh, I need to print a label, because I've been labelling all the little drawers and stuff, and I thought that's a fun little thing, because otherwise I have to go to the office, remember what I need labels for, print it, and then it's always incomplete, and then it all goes to hell. So this thing, right? Oh, so I've got it on there, the label print a sticker, I know, and then print. And there we have it. And obviously I got the coloured sticker as well, of course, which won't work for some if you've got sort of dyslexia or anything like that, but I don't. So the colour is the winner. So now you get to see the live labelling of the label printer, although we'll annoy everyone by doing it off centre. Ta-da! Look at that! You're all going to get one now. I should have got affiliated. Oh, label printer. There's all the fonts, and you can put images on it. Obviously, very small, but think of all the things you can label. It's one of the reasons I bought that drawer unit. Well, I didn't buy it. It's an old Squiddo one, but I brought it up from the garage, thinking, oh, all labels on there. So yeah, you witnessed it, the live labelling of the label printer. You do not get that on other people's streams. I didn't accidentally print a label. So that was fun. Label printer was some news there. So that's been a source of lots of squeeing. There are a million new releases. So this is one of the reasons I'm working this weekend, is because I was not around most of the week and have guilt because I've been off, even though normally what I do is still have I still have the weekend off to kind of recover, but I'm a bit agitated because I've been not doing anything because of my mental health rubbish. Yeah, I thought I'll work the weekend, but I'll work here in this nice area, which meant I could keep on top of chores, see the pigs, that sort of stuff. And there's just a lot to do, and a lot to do by the end of the month as well, which is almost now. But what's going on with that? So I've been saying for about 2 months, right, that I'm going to get all these new things released. So I've actually been working on it. So there's 2 in the shelf at the moment, but if you wait till the end of the day, everything will be up, and there's like 10 new releases. One of them is this guy. It's the first time I've glued it together. I hope I've glued him as he should be. He looks like it. I like his pose. He's the nature elemental. I can just see there actually. Maybe there was a way. I might need to lean that arm a little bit that way, but oh. So all of these new releases, including stuff that won't be released for a little while, I've filmed look inside videos for them all. So that was good. And I've been working on them, getting them all up. Again, I don't want to spam you with them, so I'll be finishing the back end part of it, so getting the thumbnail, the description, all that written, because I do it on my phone for those, and it's fine. It's that done is better than perfect sort of thing. And what's the word? So they've all got little videos, the look inside videos, just where you can see all the little angles, and there's all sorts of shenanigans in there, as I was a bit manic yesterday. And then it gave me an idea to make like Postman Pat videos of the minis. So what was I going to say? Brain. But yeah, there's loads of new releases. Some stuff I've had for ages, some stuff you haven't even seen. And I've got lots new painted as well. I'll show you a bit here. And some minis. I had a message from one of the retailers saying, can you confirm the code on this pack is correct? Because I can't find it on your website. And I said, oh, it's not released yet. I have sent you miniatures from the future. Sorry about that. Because when I put them on the order form, I thought that's my incentive to get those miniatures released by then. And yeah, that didn't work because they're not released. But I mean, I said, oh, you can hang on to the end of the week, I'll get them released. So yeah, that's how exclusive the models they've got are. They're before release. Oh, you'll need more than the elemental anyway, Andrew. I'm gonna have a whole bunch. There's lots. There's nothing on my table right now though to show you, and I'm not moving. So somehow, if I move, it'll all go. So kind of millions of gallery from yesterday. Oh, this is one you won't have seen. So these are going to be released today, entirely out of the blue, and you haven't seen them. And I've managed to retain my. Oh no, no. Just get that. Make sure no one's phone number's on there for a change. Put the light up. Oh, come on, phone. Come on. There we are. Show them. Now we click there. So, brand new, coming out today, once I've sorted the photographs. Are these guys some mummies? Oh, look, you can see the little reflection there of my windowsill. God, there's nothing rude. Just a sad-looking calathea. It's not my friend. It's just not working out being that plant. Yeah, I've got these mummies. Look how cool they are. And they'll fit with Lucy. I might put them in a deal with our Lucy mummy as well. I need to drag her out, see how they all fit together. So, yep, got them. Peter says, the little tombstone you sent me is lovely. It prompted me to paint some other stones that have been on my to-do list. Over 20 years, now I have a whole graveyard. You don't yet, because you need all of our new gravestones, because there's like 40 of them from us, so you need the whole set. That's the dark reason I give you all freebies, not because I'm nice. I'm just like, so like a dealer going, oh, look, one bit. Oh, you like that? Maybe you'll get some. You don't have to. It's okay. But you should have a look if you haven't, because they're wicked. They're released as well. Basically, it's just loads of stuff that's been released, and yeah, people don't know about it. Here's some of the crappy pictures I took last night, because I was waiting until this morning to take better ones. So I only took some rough ones to show you. But that's one of the Kickstarter miniatures again. Painted by Andrew Taylor. That's the Huntress Zoya. And then we have the Aspiring Champions. I've called them Aspiring Champions because they're slightly smaller than our usuals. You probably wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't said that. But just in case anyone goes, they're ever so slightly smaller. So that's the excuse, that they could be just a bit younger. There we are, got those. Again, these are just very brief showings. You'll see them all later. I've got this is the tortoise, the stump tortoise, stump turtle. Although he is actually a tortoise, isn't he? I've used Ristle's title, but yeah, it's a stump tortoise. It's not a turtle. But what is cool about that is, as well as the lovely beast, it works as a base as well. Woo! And that's a big wood on top there. So that's cool. We've got loads of this like lovely nature stuff. The Nature Guardian. What other bits have I got? I'll just very briefly show you. This is coming out today. The work site, which is a bit different because we mostly do the fantasy, trying to branch out a bit. So that's a little work site for a land army woman. We got the park. The vault. Yes. So this is all just to sort of flash them at you. Vault. Washing line. Robot friends. Ooh, yes, little chums. The junk scarecrows with the jade for scale. Okay, I'm just flashing them at you because then you'll be intrigued. The dragon fossil is absolutely one of the best things I've ever seen. The photos I took of it yesterday sucked, so I'm going to take some new photos today. But this, I really like this image. So you barely see it, but you can see the size of it. And it's got that lady in the back who's just sort of like, rise up. So I'm going to rephoto some stuff. We've got some good lights today. There's always the other, the lighting, but, the artificial light, but there's just something about having ambient, real light. There's the head on of the dragon fossil, but there just wasn't enough shadow. I fiddled it in Photoshop, but I'm going to take some nicer, dramatic shots today, as I am in this room today. I've got a picture of Elemental next to someone, just to show the size. Just a million photos in here, basically. But yeah, there's loads. I think that's all the goodies. Yes, there's all that. I've got some new stuff. My legs just died. Peter says, "Oh no, how will you take photos if all your minis are packed away in foam cases and cardboard boxes? Oh no, this would be very stressful." But not with the new drawer system 5000. And there's even that drawer. Oh, my leg. How is my leg dead when I'm in a chair? That drawer there, if you're ever going to burgle my house, that's the one where all the new things go. So that's all the new things that have yet to be photoed. So I've been going in and out of that, and then they get put away. It's all very organised. I'm very impressed with my own organisation, to be fair. I've been doing a lot to kind of keep on top of things. One of them is this. That could be a model, couldn't it? Hoover Annie. This is now the third Hoover that resides in my house as a Hoover connoisseur. So when Mum would be going, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, check this out." So I have a little Hoover for the guinea pigs, which I call a poover, and it's not used for anything else because it sucks poo. Because they're on fleece, I go around every day, hoover their poos. This is what you wanted on your breakfast show. So that's for them. I have a wicked shark hoover for the house, but this is upstairs. And I've been doing these figuring out ADHD hacks. And it's the whole like moving, as much as it sounds a bit pathetic, moving the Hoover up the stairs is a thing. It's an action of moving between things, and this room has the potential to get absolutely messy. So, oh no, I've got it in my hair. So this keeps me on top of it. Obviously, I'll still move the Hoover up and do proper cleans, but this has already like paid for itself because I'm messing around like those trees. There's just flock, and flock can get everywhere, and it's been the best. A hack that I've got, you can't quite see it, and to be damned am I touching this screen again after last time, is as a backdrop. You know, you get the mouse mat gaming mats. I bought a gaming mat, so I know some of you already know what I mean. They're like large mouse mats for gaming. I think you pick like your keyboard and like PC gaming. So it fills up sort of like a large amount of a table, and they're about a tenner. You can probably get them cheaper. I saw them for about a tenner. And I bought one of those, and it's the best. So it works really well as a backdrop. You'll see the quality of the videos will change because as I figure things out along the way, because I've filmed them in bulk, but not the order that they'll be going out. You'll see like sometimes it gets a bit worse, a bit better. You probably won't notice again. I haven't said it. Brain. It works really well as a smooth black background. But when you're photographing resin, even my amazing super good resin, there's always like the odd bit of resin that just sort of comes off, you know, like the tiny bit of flash or something. And you can end up with these little marks. So between each film yesterday, I was going to make any sort of tiny sort of debris like that, getting it all neat. So I've just been working on a lot of these things just to make my life a lot simpler and less prone to going wrong. And it kind of paid off. Well, it already paid off, but yesterday morning I was up at 4 and I did a big house tidy. And considering that I'd spent the week in a depression state where everything goes to absolute scum, I was able to tidy up the house fairly quickly and get it all back together because of my systems. Like only having a few plates, so they have to be clean. There's not going to be a stack of 20 plates because there aren't 20 plates. Something, so that's all been enjoyable. And yeah, this room's just got an easy bin here. Yeah, I should probably write all my hacks, and because if someone did ask, and I thought I don't know how I'd even start, because it's things I've been working on my whole life really, but I've been really honing it lately. And some stuff where I'd have thought before was silly. So I would have thought, why buy a Hoover for upstairs when I have a really mega good Hoover downstairs? Like, if it works, just do it. So that's what I've been doing. All these little bits and bobs. So that's why some things are still finding their place. You will notice something from... Oh, no, it's over there. I can't move. Can't go. You'll notice something from the video that are coming up. You'll think, has she just gone more professional? Well, you'll think that anyway, because I'm always more professional. But you'll be like, hang on a minute, is that a glove? It is, although it's not this hand. So look at that, that's not gone in. It's the other hand I've been using, but that glove's over there. So look away if you're of a nervous disposition. My thumb is still bad from where I trapped it in a door, and it appears to be growing bad. I don't know what that means. So you can see the line where it happened, and then the fresh is all bad, and it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good in a video. This is an informal video, but if you're trying to look at a demo of like how that's made and all you're looking at is this diseased thumb, it's just not good for business. And it's not going to be better anytime soon. And I don't want to I did think about putting nail polish on, but I want to look at what's going on with it because I think it might fall off. So there's now the glove. That's the thumbnail. Let me just get that. But yeah, on the other hand, but because they're a bit awkward to hold the resin, some bits will get like caught in the fabric. I've got like one flesh hand, one glove hand, but it actually looks really cool on there. Like I'm doing it as some kind of smart thing and not because my thumb's rotting off. So that you've got that to look forward to. One of my favourite films, my favourite bad films, called The Knights Templar. I think some of you had seen it, and I was really excited that you had. Was it Knights Templar? There's just one. It's a terrible film, which is why I like it. But there's a bit in that where it says, the gloved hand. So yesterday I was saying that quite a lot. Every time I went to put the glove on, the gloved hand. There was a lot of silliness. Yesterday would have just made a good documentary of like weirdos or something. Just watching me film all these blooming minis. I really want to do the Postman Pat thing. I had a lot of fun being, yes, my skills shown now. Not only as she flicks her hair, a karaoke master, also a voice actor, animation specialist. My talents will never end. So. Oh, Pandemonium lost his thumb when he was 15. Lost his thumbnail. Oh, from a pickaxe. Oh, lost the nail, and new nail grew with a dent in it. Oh, that'd be cool. I'd like a cool, different nail. That's a good Simon hack as well. So yeah, actually yesterday I was mega on top of it, and hopefully I will be again today. So not feeling as great, and I do have this headache, but hopefully it'll just go. I have a headache drug. I have other cool things to talk about, so I know it's a bit later than usual, but I can keep going if you want as I spin. I've managed to get the squeak movement. So what have I got on there? Pigs. Guinea pig Dave isn't well, which is a bit of background stress. I think he has bladder stones. He is booked in for a scan on Tuesday, but the vets are all busy. So he's had a week of being on painkillers, and he's on a lot of painkillers now, and it's just the saddest thing ever. He just goes, every time he wheezes, and it's just really sad. So he's clearly in a lot of pain. So he's going for a scan on Tuesday, and then hopefully we'll get him into the operating quite quickly as well, because I don't think it's fair having him go in this long just with that much pain. It must suck. So every time he does it, I go, oh, buddy, little buddy. Yes. So, what's the word? Yeah, poor little Dave. Some Dave is little wishes, little fella. But he's getting good on the drugs now. So it's the Metacam I've mentioned before. It's generally like the pet paracetamol / codeine or whatever equivalent. At the start they're like, oh no, don't like this, and then by the end of the sort of, what's it called, series on the drugs, they go, oh, more of this, yes, please. There's that. Whatever, I've had more samples of good. Should I show you? No, I'm not going to show you. I've got some cool new releases, but I have all of this stuff to release first, so you're not even allowed to look at that. I will give you a call later, Mum. Enjoy the rest of your day. Spinning around. Oh, it's good spin. I love having this space and there just not being crap. I can actually do that and not hit anything. I kind of go onto there because there's a lamp. I need to figure out my cable management on here as well, because it's a bit cabley, so I might sort of hook things around the desk, so that's cool. Yeah, I was going to say brain going. Yes, thank you Gary for your Dave virtual hugs. He's a poor little thing. So hopefully they'll get him in for the slicing quite quickly, because they'll need to cut. I assume they'll need to cut his bladder up. But there's no guinea pig specialists in Nottingham anymore. It's driving me nuts, because he would have been seen and sliced already by now if there was. So it's kind of frustrating watching them try and figure stuff out that I already know. But you know, they're vets that have had a lot of vet training, and then they're going, as a random person, you're doing it wrong. Which, you know, I cannot operate on a guinea pig, but I'm pretty good at knowing when you should, just from having them a lot. Yeah, most vets don't know that much about them, so they kind of have to get their book out, and the book's really outdated. Like, it's a bit frustrating, but hopefully Dave will be okay. What else? So I've got a list of things that I've been putting out. I think I'm going to do some dealies as well for this new stuff. I don't know whether I'll do some gangs of things, but I think I'm gonna do some like a code or something to try and encourage people to get the new goodies. So there'll be like a discount code, I reckon, that you can use. I'll put it in the newsletter. I'll probably put it everywhere, to be fair. That you can use, say, in the first week or 2 weeks of them being released or something like that. Does that sound good? Maybe, I don't know, 10, 15%, would that entice you? Again, I'll mention the community minis. Community minis are happening, don't worry. I have no Kickstarters on the horizon because it's all going to be community minis. I'm just still catching up with all the bits. But the community miniature stuff is good and is on its way. So I'm going to skip some of the steps for some of the early ones just to get them out. And I haven't quite decided yet on the incentive because I have a few options. But an incentive where you get something extra anyway for putting up with me taking a year to get it started. But once that's on, that's good. Alan's really excited about it. I've had some cool stuff from him. So I've had the Josephine Bakers have arrived. The Josephine Bakers arrived with the casters. We've had a resin sample of Pack Mule Annie, which is so cool. And the sample's coming to me next week, and I can't wait. She's going to be cool. After Hoover Annie, Pack Mule Annie. What other cool bits were there? There's that I've got for the future, because obviously I know it's been very terrain heavy releases rather than minis. It is because the Kickstarters kind of suck up the sculptors. We've got for minis coming soon. We have some more fantasy adventurers, including another tiefling. Oh yes. Might have a new part of history. So there's just lots in the work. The robot friends and the robot scarecrows, they should be released by the end of the day, so keep an eye out. I just need to get them released. So everything's photographed, and I've been working on the photographs and getting it all together. So after this, I'll be rephotographing some of the stuff that was a bit crap yesterday. And then getting them on the website. So I'll be slowly adding them to the website today, but if you know you're interested in a bunch of stuff, I'd wait sort of till later on once I've made the announcement, because that means everything's up, rather than doing an order and then I add some other stuff. You're like, oh, I wanted that too. Yes. So yeah. If you ordered, not talking to anyone specific who's in the chat without wanting to talk directly to them again, but if you got a shipping notification on Friday, and you want to add stuff that's come out today, there's a chance that it's not been shipped yet, that it's just been processed, because I send the shipping notification once everything's done with the label on, but the post, if it's after sort of 3 o'clock on a Friday, it means that I haven't been able to get it to the postman, so the postman comes on Monday, so I'll be able to actually put that in the order if you wanted. A certain Swedish person. I think it's still in the office. This is Dark Temptation. The Jean de Clisson is back in stock. Woo! All the Kickstarters have been sent out, and there's stock now. So that means I can get it to the shops and to you if you want some. So if you've seen it and go, oh, I'd quite like that, you can do that. There is a lot happening. Yeah, I know it's I've had like a grim week, but in general, it's all really positive. Basquelis is positive. I got an email yesterday from somebody saying, congratulations, you won a Wargames Illustrated thing. And I went, what? I don't know. And then I was able to get through the sneak peek on their website that I've come 4th in customer service. Yay! 1 year I'll win. I got like 2nd. Was it the other year? I got loads of like 2nds and 3rds. And that's awesome for me, because it's going to be hard to beat the big people, because they have more customers, so they're going to get more votes. That's kind of how it works. So it's always nice to see like a smaller company get a bit of mention. That's always good. Because there were some others. who else did I see? Like Footsore. It was just on the one bit of freebie viewing I could see. North Star always have a copy, so I'm like that awful person that goes in and reads the magazines. So I go in North Star and have a look at it, see if it's worth buying, if it's got enough me in it. I only get things if they got me in it. Was the last interview, I think I might have said, when I went in North Star, and I was reading the interview with me from Salute, and I was going, nice, and reading it, and then Nick said, are you laughing at your own interview? Like, yeah, of course. I can't remember what I said on the day. It was all a blur. Like, yeah, she's cool. Totally normal. Totally normal. No, human pack mule is what's coming. Annie with the huge amount of stuff. Going. It wasn't intended to be an Annie, but Alan got inspired along the way and made it into an Annie. So pack mule Annie is down for that in my Blackadder style. Well, Annie, we should have another Annie actually. So we've got Raging Annie, SOE Annie, Pack Mule Annie. What else could I be in? I want to do a new Baggy the Bag model as well. I haven't decided on that. Although they sell so terribly, there's no incentive for me to do it as a company. I just like them. I know a few people really, really do like them. I need to add Baggy back to the sort of advertising, because I think so many people now are like, what is that? What is that weird blob thing? Like, it's Baggy the Bag. Go. I did have other news as well. What does it say in the thumbnail? Guinea pig new toys. What new toys did I get? I think it was just all the terrainy bits that I bought. Yeah, I went into the North Star sale. Yeah. Are all the baggies available still? There's a couple that aren't. It's depending on what's been remastered by Casters. But when I was in the garage, I found a little box of Immortan baggies, which have been out of stock for a few years. So I'm going to bring them to the office. So Immortan baggie will be back in stock. Maybe I'll do a deal on them, so the catch-up deal. Napoleonic Spanish guerrilla leader Annie. That would be cool. I need to do some more Napoleonic-y stuff. There's so much I want to do. Who was one? Oh yeah, I was thinking there was one recently that I thought, I need to make that. And it was, and then I thought, no, Annie, you need to put it into the community miniatures vote when we get back to that, rather than just make it. I want to do Marie Antoinette, because I think she'd be very cool. Stephen, are you at Hammerhead? I will not be, I'm afraid. The next show, I'm very much not doing shows at the moment. There's a variety of reasons. But I will be at Fat Attack next Sunday. I have no idea what the logistics are going to be yet. I found someone that I can whack the racks in, because the major issue is transport, and I hate having to sort of rely on other people, and being me. There's always some sort of shenanigan when I have to not the people that I rely on, but all this like I think what I was saying last week about how it's harder. It was like, it's harder being a woman, but people will help each other out and it's fine. But if I get helped out by somebody, then I'm like leeching or something, and it hurts my brain, because it makes me want to go, okay, I'll do everything myself, and I can't because I don't have the resources, and that's fine, because people working together is the way to go. But yeah, so I've got someone that's going to take the racks. I'm not sure if they're going to take the me. I need to sort that out. But the racks will get there, so maybe I'll just have an honesty box. But I've got racks here, and I've got minis at the office, and between now and next Friday, oh god, I've got to get them all sort of packed away, and not mess up my stock levels as well, and figure out what I'm taking, because I only have a very small stand at Back Attack, and I kind of make it a bit bigger than it's supposed to be. was where I'm in the downstairs bit with Dave Lanchester and Early War, and it's my favourite show. It's not my favourite show, it's one of my favourite shows, which is why I'm doing it. But the only ones booked this year is Vapatak and Game Expo. So it's going to be harder to see me. I may end up at something like Partisan, but just sort of bumming about. I might do some stand volunteering. I might see if I can volunteer someone's stand. If you want an Annie on your stand, I'm the best salesperson. But yeah, it's nice to just sort of get out and see people, and I'm really going to miss that. But I just can't do it at the moment because I need that the driver basically, which hurts my pride because it's this like, oh, you've got to rely on someone else. I can't afford to keep a vehicle and to keep one running just for a few shows as well, so I can't justify that. And then I can't justify driving once or twice a year in a van. I don't know where I was going with that, so I ramble. But yeah, so it's a shame because I want to do some more shows. Cannot. Also, it does drain. I am in like mega overwhelm as always, but I do see an end to this mega overwhelm. You'll be pleased to know. Woohoo! So this is awesome, and I am very excited about Bad Squiddo for this year, and I think this year will be Bad Squiddo's year. We've been doing better every year, which is what you want as a business, isn't it? So this is all going well. Anyone wanting a complete panic attack at a bad show, check out Cleopatra 2525. What is this, Daniel? You can't just tease us with this. What's this about? See you, Casey. Bye. I think I'm nearly. Oh, I can look. That's what I can do. I can look back. Skid dice are back. Skid dice are back for Gaslands. If you want some of them. I was looking at what's been on my list for the week. Paying people. I've been paying people a lot this week. Being cool. Things from Northstar. Oh yeah, we've got more of the Archon stuff coming. Hey, Kate's at York, wicked. I'll see you on Sunday. It's my birthday, so that's why the only reason I go, so I can go. It's my birthday. I'm gonna buy anything. What's the saying? What was I looking at? Yes, Archon Studios of the 25 Quid Dragons. There's one more coming out, and there's a dungeon accessory thing, and dungeon like a dungeon terrain-y thing will be coming as well. So we'll have that, and we'll have the what's the word? Brain just like wandering off. Oh yeah, the animal companions will be back in stock. I do like to make as much fuss as possible about my birthday because I actually hate my birthday. It always goes wrong. So I always try and be over dramatic about it to make it maybe not as bad. If I don't mention it, then I'll just remember all my crap birthdays. But if I get excited, then if people come up at the show, I usually get a bit of cake and the odd gift, and then go, yay! Oh, Dave Corley coming along just as we're about to finish. I'm surprised Dave Corley would show his face here after I admitted to him that I was watching episode 1, The Phantom Menace, last night. So bad. I hadn't seen. Oh yeah, you were saying, someone said last week what happened to Bad Saturday Films. I need to get back on that. But Phantom Menace counts. Whilst it has a place in my heart. Oh my god. Because I was mostly listening to it while I was photoshopping. The first 20 minutes, it's mostly just Jar Jar Binks making the worst noises. I was like, wow, this was terrible, wasn't it? What have we got? What kind of things have been done? It's not dungeon dressing. It's the actual. It's like, I think it's called Torture Chamber, but it's that sort of modular terrainy things. But our dungeon dressing will be able to go in there. So there you go. Right, I'm going to get out of here because it's technically been an hour. I know it's not been because of the technical difficulties at the start. That's always my head's still banging, so I think I'm going to not look at a screen for a little bit. See you all. Keep an eye. Make sure you subscribe to here because I will be up. There'll be videos pretty much every day for at least the next week, just of the little look inside videos of the train. Comment on them when they come out, and all that helps the algorithm. As always, comment, share. Oh, before we go, Fenris Games have got a crowdfunder on at the moment, which you should go and look at because it's for Weird World Part 2, which has sculpts Anthro Animals by Joe Brumby, one of my favourite peoples, who has, he's done our guinea pigs, our little cats, loads and loads of stuff, capybara, but he does a lot for Fenris Games. And they're all really cool Anthro animals. He's not using Kickstarter, so it needs to get even more like awareness because it hasn't got the Kickstarter boost. But the crowdfunder, sort of a fancy pre-order, is on his Ko-fi and on the Fenris Games website. I've been sort of spamming it across. So if you see me spamming that or them spamming that, give that a little comment as well, just to big it up. Oh yeah, new toys. I bought the John Robinson. There's a John Robinson Kickstarter on at the moment with Ian Miller art, John Robinson sculpts. And I bought the chariot. It's a really nice chariot. It's art. But yeah, check them both out. But especially Fenris Games because they're poor. That's why I said I'd help you advertise. Like, please let him buy a sausage. So yeah, you should do that. Because the stuff's really nice as well, and yeah, it always needs a bit of a boost. And the more money they get, that's the more money that I can then. That's more validation for Joe to sculpt more, and then I can get Joe to sculpt more Bad Squiddo things. That's it. There's always an Annie motive. Yes, the one that Nick was spamming. They haven't got it yet, but it will be coming in soon. Sweet, thank you. It's been a good show. I'm glad I didn't lose my mind at the start when all the internet was going weird, but we fixed it. Adapt, improvise, overcome. Right, see you all later. Have a wicked rest of Sunday and a wicked week. Bye.